Hey guys, it's Courtney King again with King Realty and Management and Millennial versus Machine. So we just tried to do a digital book brunch on this really cool platform that's kind of a brunch type atmosphere and setup. And it literally crashed about 20 minutes into the broadcast, and even after restarting my computer, I couldn't, do anything. So I really wanted to just take a moment and talk a little bit about what we were talking about in the brunch before I was so rudely interrupted. Right now, guys, we are in a really crucial time in our world, not even just in the United States of America. And economically speaking, we're starting to see the impacts of this coronavirus. People are losing their jobs. Kids are not going to school. If anything, it really just showed me that the world is changing so rapidly right before our eyes. And it's also showing me that it's really starting to create a divide between the people that are prepared and the people that are not prepared. And so in this season, there is a huge opportunity for us, guys. I don't know if you're like me. I've been at home more in the last couple of weeks than I've been at my house over a long period of time. And a lot of us are, we're Netflixing and chilling. We are, in my case, my family and I were working on our farm, still closing deals, but there's some people out here that are not doing anything, And so that's the first opportunity that I wanted to highlight that we have in a world, in a time where everybody's so focused on the negative, right? Ain't no toilet paper at the stores. I'm sick of my wife. I'm sick of my husband. Oh my gosh, these kids are driving me nuts. That's what people are focused on, guys. And that's a complete abuse of our time. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Guys, did you know that our government just passed a $2.2 trillion stimulus package? This is to help us, the people, the citizens of the United States of America, to survive this thing. They don't want us to default on our mortgages, on our car notes, on our credit cards. They don't want that. So the government is putting $2.2 trillion. Now, where are you? Are you one of those people that are just saying, oh yeah, let me get my $1,200 check and let me get $500-$600 for this kid, $500-$600 for that kid, and just planning to spend the money? Or are you looking for the opportunities that are there? Guys, there's $2.2 trillion on the table. And if you're like me, let's go get it. There's money to be grabbed, to take full advantage of, right? It's not a time for us to just sit down and Netflix and chill and not do anything with our time. Sorry, somebody's mowing outside. I don't think they got the memo that I'm doing a live video. So really, I wanted to talk about, number one, the opportunity with the stimulus package. Number two, the opportunity with your time. How are you using this time? Are you reading? Are you educating yourself? Guys, there is a website, classcentral.com. They're offering free courses, business courses, accounting courses, free courses where we can take these classes based on your interest, based on your dream or whatever, for free, where you can utilize your time. The other thing is not only educating ourselves, right? But maybe this is the right time to start that business that you've been putting off, right? Instead of just sitting there and waiting for your $1,200 check, which may go, I don't know, that may last 2 weeks, if that. If you have a family, that's probably lasting barely a week, But maybe considering starting a business, right? I have an article that I was reading about the stimulus package, and it breaks down all of the things that package does. And I'm just going to highlight a couple of them because it's long. Andres, one of my friends here on Facebook, who is also a fellow realtor, said that stimulus package is 880 pages long. But guys, we live in the age of the internet. People are summarizing all of this stuff if you don't want to read 880 pages. But for housing, a lot of people with mortgages may qualify for forbearance. Talk to your mortgage company, talk to your creditors, right? This blew my mind, guys. Stimulus package is allocating, $1.25 billion for Section 8 voucher programs, okay? If you are a landlord, this is for you, okay? This helps you. If you're not a landlord, that is an opportunity right there to become one, to educate yourself on what you need to do. If you are going into forbearance, let's say you're a homeowner, you're going into forbearance, or one of the provisions of the stimulus package is student loans. They're suspending all student loan payments for 6 months, and the creditors cannot negatively report on your credit, right? What about taking that money? Taking that money from the stimulus package, taking that money from what you would have paid in student loans, taking any money from expenses that you've cut recently, pooling it all together and going after that $1.25 billion in Section 8 rental vouchers, right? Guys, there's opportunities to take advantage of, right? But if we're not taking the time to educate ourselves and pray and consult with our Creator to see, Lord, what opportunities do you have for me, right? Yeah, just like my dad's on here, stacking that down payment. That is the number one thing that a lot of people are saying as I share my journey of how I got someone else to pay off my student loan debt through my book, Millennial versus Machine. I'm going to tag the group, Millennial versus Machine, here on Facebook in the comments. But if you go to my website, CourtneyMKing.com, also tag that below, CourtneyMKing.com, you can order my book, where I literally walk you through step by step of how I got someone else to pay off my student loans through real estate. But guys, in this time, it's not about sitting down doing nothing. It's about starting, right? My dad is on here, like I said, we see an opportunity. People don't know how to grow their own veggies. We see an opportunity where we can build and sell these planter boxes so people can start growing their own food. There's a shortage out there right now. So taking the time to look at the opportunities. Where is there a gap, right? Where are people struggling? And then coming up with something to solve that problem, right? My opportunity was, I see fellow millennials struggling with their student loan debt, feeling like they cannot get ahead. And I took that need, I took that problem that millennials are having, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna show you how you can overcome this, right? But the number one thing, guys, is where do you start? How do you start? A lot of people are not pushing past themselves and just starting by faith, going, even though you don't necessarily have the full plan, starting by educating yourself. Guys, in my book, which it's less than $5 on Kindle. It's less than, I think it's less than $5 on Audible. Audible's giving out free books right now, by the way, okay? It's less than $10 on Amazon. And I've got a free podcast to go with it where I'm walking you through step by step on how you can literally prepare and then purchase a rental property that's going to generate cash flow. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, investors like me, right, regardless of what's happening right now with the coronavirus and everything, money is still coming in, okay? Money is coming in through my businesses, right? Through my family's businesses. And you know what? My family and I are able to give back to people through our farm. We're giving out fresh veggies, right? These are opportunities, but if we're sitting on the couch Netflixing and chilling, or scrolling through our phone and not putting any action, to it, then there's no way we're going to get ahead. I love how my dad is chiming in right now because I'm like so passionate and I'm like here and I'm like there. And my dad is talking about subject to purchasing. You guys, in the last week, I've gotten at least 2 or 3 emails with individual homeowners that are looking to sell their home owner financing, meaning you put a down payment on this property and they carry the mortgage. You don't go out and reapply for a new mortgage or anything like that. Okay, it's called subject to. If you're interested in something like that, comment below, I'm interested. Okay, because I probably will do a whole podcast episode on that. That's another creative way that you can use this money from this stimulus package that you're getting, this money that you're saving because you're not paying your student loans, and you can literally buy a property within the next 30 days, right? If you ain't scared, if you're willing to put in the work. And step number 1, buy the book. It's on Amazon. It's under $10, guys. It's under $5 on Kindle and Audible. This is not the time to play, you guys. So that's my encouragement to you. And, usually I'm all bubbly. Hey, Courtney, here with King Realty and let's buy. No, like this is the time not to sit on our ass, but put our efforts in educating ourselves, in praying and consulting with our Creator to see what it is that He wants us to do and putting the action to it, not just sitting here collecting a check, going to Chick-fil-A to get some French fries. Okay? Jazz, I'm going to tag the link in the reply for the information on the stimulus package. So I promise I'm going to tag that here below. It's kind of hard to do on my phone. But anyway, who are you going to be? You get a choice. We are all living out a story, right? We are all living out a story, and we get to choose what character and what role we play in the story. Are you going to play the villain? Are you going to play the entrepreneur? Are you going to play the person that just sits and does nothing? Are you going to play scared and not do anything and just look outside and let everybody, pass you by? You gonna let this $2.2 trillion pass you by? Or are you going to take action? Fear and all, guys. I mean, fear comes up, Dad, he said, I don't have to make a car payment for 2 months. That's money that you can stack. If you have a $500 car note and you don't have to pay for 2 months, and your payments resume in the 3rd month, that's $1,000 already, guys. What can you do with that $1,000? Well, I know you can spend 5 of it or 10 of it to get the book, Millennial versus Machine. Go to CourtneyMKing.com, and all the details are there. And even if you want to listen to the podcast, it's free. Jasmine said, choose faith over fear. The Bible says faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, right? The Bible also says faith come by hearing and hearing by the word of God. So the more we take this time, not only to educate ourselves in business and stimulus package and everything, but taking the word of God and reading it and asking God to reveal those mysteries, that builds our faith, guys, right? Jasmine asked, are those payments for 500 and above car payments? Yes. That was just a random number I threw out there. For any of you guys that have car payments, that have mortgages, that have student loans, any debt, contact your debtor, your mortgage company or your car company or whatever. Contact them and see what they're offering, guys. These lenders, right? They are required, partially through this stimulus package plan, they're required to offer different relief to people that have debt with them. This is to prevent our entire economy from crashing because all of these people are defaulting, right? So whether you need the help or not, educate yourself, contact any of your debt servicing companies, car car note companies, student loan companies, mortgage companies, and see what relief there is, because you could potentially take advantage of that relief, right? Suspended payments for 6 months on your student loans or whatever the case may be. And you can take that money and you can invest it into something else, whether that be start a business, whether that be invest in real estate, like I teach in Millennial versus Machine. The resources are there, but my call to, in this season, in this time where we have extra time on our hands, where we're at home more, it's a call to action, to not just let that 2.2 trillion pass you by, but to be seeking God, to be seeking different opportunities, to keep your eyes open. Sometimes the opportunities may not come like you expect them to come, right? Or do you have blinders on that where you're expecting just this? I'm just expecting my $1,200 check and that's it. Or are you keeping an eye out for all of these other opportunities that are there, whether it be through investing in real estate or businesses or side hustles or whatever the case may be. So I hope this is encouraging, guys. Make sure you join my private Facebook community. Is Millennial versus Machine. I'm dropping knowledge like this all the time. Podcast episodes, Millennial versus Machine podcast comes out every Tuesday. Go to CourtneyMKing.com. It has links to everything. The book is available on Amazon and you can get it at CourtneyMKing.com, or you can just type in Millennial versus Machine on Amazon and it'll pop right up. We're on paperback, we're on Kindle, we're on Audible. Guys, there's no excuses. Let's get this money. Because I talked about this in the actual brunch that I had started earlier. I foresee significant foreclosures. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've been preparing and will continue to prepare so that I can scoop those foreclosures up. Because if you think about it, what I teach in the book, Millennial versus Machine, that's exactly what I did in 2000 with the 2008 crisis, right? 2008 mortgage crisis hit, all the foreclosures flooded the market, all the prices of homes tanked. I bought my first property for $68,000 with 3.5% down. Okay? That is what I foresee in the future. And if you don't take action today to step your game up, to educate yourself, to prepare all the material, I've already created all of the material, all of the spreadsheets and everything, then you're not going to be prepared to capitalize on those opportunities. But if you take the action, get the book, educate yourself, put effort forth, spend less time on Netflix and social media and educate yourself instead, you have huge opportunities, $2.2 trillion worth of opportunities. So I hope you have an amazing rest of the day. I can talk about this all day, guys. I'm super passionate. I want all of us to thrive, not just survive in this, right? My aunt Tia said, I remember you capitalizing on the situation. What great deals might come. Absolutely. And if you are one of those people where, you just want the $1,200 check and you want to go out to eat, that's great. But I highly encourage you to take advantage of those opportunities just like I did. So anyway, get the book. The blueprint is all in the book, guys. This is not rocket science. I am no different than you. Okay. CourtneyMKing.com. Have an amazing Saturday and keep the faith, keep pressing forward, keep seeking God. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. I'll talk to you later.